Recently, during one of Donald Trump's circus COVID-19 pressers, he decided to viciously attack ABC News reporter John Karl. Now, John Karl was asking him a question about his decision to fire the inspector general for the intelligence community. Trump lost it at that point and started calling him things like, "You're a third-rate reporter." Well, Bret Baier of Fox News, of all people, decided to defend John Karl. So let's take a quick look at what he had to say.
The president, pushes back very hard on things that he perceives as an attack. I think, John Karl is not a third-rate reporter. He's been around. He's the president of the White House Press Correspondents Association. Those give and takes are the president in his element, and I think we're going to see more of that. We'll see if we see it today. He was a bit salty yesterday, it seemed, to some of those questions at the press briefing.
So I want to make one quick clarification. John Karl was actually asking about an inspector general report done by Christy Grimm on the basically from Health and Human Services. It was about how the hospital administrators have been, handling COVID-19 and the lack of supplies that they've been having to handle, basically. And so Trump doesn't like that because it calls out his ineffective leadership and his disastrous handling of this virus. So that's why he lost it on John Karl. But John, what do you think about Bret Baier's statements there?
I guess any criticism is good. It seems like a weird thing to I guess be surprised by. This is one of the main things that the Trump supporters like him for. They like that he stands there and he gets all triggered and emotional and worked up when people point out inconvenient facts to him, and he loses it. And that's what they want, because they have been convinced that petulant emotional weakness is strength. And so he gives them that. That's the show that they want. They want a guy to freak out and lie and do his little points and things like that. That's what they want. So I guess it's good to see an anchor on Fox pointing that out. But I don't know what else he's doing on a daily basis to try to disarm that, amongst Trump supporters. To get them to be more critical of Trump, going forward, rather than just pointing out one thing. Point out the patterns, point out that this is not a random thing that Trump all of a sudden did that wasn't a part of an established pattern. This is what he does. He does it he just did it in the that's from yesterday, right? Well, he was doing it today in his press conference. He'll do it tomorrow. That's what they're watching for.
Yeah, you make such a good point. These sporadic, one-offs where a host on Fox will say something that seems, mildly critical of Trump doesn't go far enough, because if you take Fox's message as a whole, it's as if we have state-run television, right? State-run news. They do Trump's bidding. They cover up for his unconstitutional behavior. They downplay his criminal activity in some cases. And they do a disservice to their audience by misinforming them. And it's literally deadly when you're dealing with a pandemic. So while I applaud Bret Baier for doing the right thing this once in sticking up for John Karl, he needs to make that more of a habit if he cares about integrity at all, or if he cares about the responsibility that comes along with calling yourself a reporter and having a giant platform.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. We really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.